So to make this all a little more practical, I want to give you the 5 principles for self-love practice. Principle number 1, care about how you feel. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with negative emotions. They really are part of the richness and depth of our life. But the name of the game with those negative emotions, because they do deplete us, is to notice and validate them and then rescue yourself when you're ready to shift. I don't mind having the fire of mad. Sometimes it can help juice us up and get us going. I don't mind the softness of sad. Sometimes it can open my heart a little bit. But folks, to do the self-love practice, it is really important that you don't have those negative emotions become your habit, and especially you don't want them to become default setting within your nervous system and in your brain. When I was first writing these 5 principles, a very dear friend of mine told me that her son went out for a run and yelled something angrily at a passing car. The driver slammed on his brakes, got out of the car, beat up her son, and drove off. Now, luckily, it was only hands, and there weren't serious injuries. But do you know what she said? Darcy, it's like he's just angry all the time, and he doesn't even know it. But then she said, and honestly, I don't think he'd care, even if he did know. To practice loving ourselves, we have to care about how we feel. And we know that because think of someone you love. If someone that you loved was in pain, and if you were able to help, you'd help. When my son was really little, he loved building Legos, built them all the time. And one time when he was 5, he was building a big Lego jet set. And he was really excited about it, and he wanted to get it finished before his dad got home. So he was working and working, and then frustration started to happen, and he got impatient, and he got nervous, and literally things started falling apart. The Lego jet started falling apart. And in his little 5-year-old body, he comes up to me with his face all scrunched up, and he goes, "Stupid Legos, stupid God, stupid universe," which is kind of hilarious, except I remember feeling he was so upset. And so I said, "You look really mad. Are you really mad?" And right when I validated his feeling, his big blue eyes welled up with big old alligator tears, and he goes, "Mama, it's not working." So I scooped him up and I helped him shift by taking him outside. And I said, "Come on, let's go to the lanai and let's look at the critters." And we went and looked at our big tub that had a whole bunch of baby tadpoles and 2 little yellow belly sliders that, true story, we had rescued out of our swimming pool the week before. It didn't take long, and cute, happy, energetic little Nicholas kind of found himself again. He went back in and he finished his Lego jet in time for his dad. And they were both very proud and very happy. Notice and validate the feeling and then rescue yourself. And the cool thing is, neuroscience now confirms that it is absolutely in your power to help change how you feel, even if we haven't practiced it usually, and even if I feel bad because of what somebody else did. And they tell us there's 3 pretty straightforward ways to shift how we feel. Number 1, shift and balance your nervous system by breathing. Everybody just take a big old inhale. Long, slow breaths balance the nervous system. The second way is to shift your thought. Shift your thought away from whatever's bothering you or hurting you to something different. And the third way is to choose a new emotion. Now, granted, if you've already taken a hold of your nervous system by changing your breathing, and if you've already shifted your thought to something else, it's easier to choose a new emotion. But it is possible to use all three of those to help you shift. So the next time you can feel yourself be off. You guys, it happens all the time. Really think about the things. I'm not talking the big, huge ones. I'm talking about the little things. The next time you're driving a car and you're frustrated because people can sometimes be ridiculous in the car. The next time you're scrolling on your phone or you're listening to the news and you hear something that really deeply makes you sad or overwhelmed or scared, or I hope I'm the only one, but I don't think I'm the only one. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with that anxiety, like either about something that you're afraid isn't going to get done, or maybe you wish you had said something differently? The next time you can feel yourself be off, decide you care enough about yourself to care about how you feel and shift. And there is a very simple technique that I want to give you to do it. The next time you can feel yourself be any of those things, frustrated, sad, depressed, anxious, angry, uptight, impatient, take a big breath. Then think of someone that could benefit from some extra love. Anyone can benefit from extra love. So whether it's a two-legger or a four-legger that pops in your mind, think of them. And now just imagine that you could radiate or send out to them love or light. Think about when you've seen the sun and the rays are coming through. Just pretend that you could send it from your heart to theirs. Big breath. Think of someone that you think could use more love and imagine that you could send it to them. Principle number 1 for self-love is just care about how you feel.